Hey everybody, let's just make this one fast because it's currently 2 in the morning and I want to go to bed. So let's just say the highlights instead of going piece by piece. For breakfast, had some tasty French toast using some Texas toast my mom got with butter infused bread. It was very good. I spent my morning and afternoon before going to work making biscuits. It was an interesting challenge. Of course, you need to freeze the butter that you're going to use before you cut it using a cheese grater and then mix it in with the flour you're using. But if you measure everything out correctly, you're going to get a very tasty, delicious, buttery biscuit, which is exactly what we eventually got. But I actually prepared them and put them on a tray in the freezer, lined with parchment paper, of course, the tray, because I needed to be at work at 2 today. At work, it was pretty cool. I was given a lot by one of my coworkers. That was nice of that coworker. Really appreciate it. Then, after a lot, they came up to me and asked if I was interested in taking over their samples, and I agreed to. Because I gotta be honest, I wanted to get some breath work in while at the sample table. So, taking breaths in, press out, and just getting into a state of relaxation while also working, which is an interesting combination. Now, other than that, the next 2 hours, well, actually, the third hour I was supposed to be out on lot, but I was putting away the sample table because I was told to. B, I asked for my break, and C, I did not check the schedule until much later. So that ultimately led to the lot having a lot of carts in the not in the corral, spread around the parking lot. So, with the help of one of my other coworkers, we were able to get the problem nipped in the butt. So that was nice. Afterwards, it was 1 hour of bagging, and I was thinking, what should I get for the Easter dinner? And I thought, well, they were giving samples of the 5-layer bean dip earlier today. Why not that? So that's exactly what I got, along with the chips. I'd say it was pretty alright. Well, anyways, drove home, and at home was our family friend's son, my sister's boyfriend, my youngest sister, my middle sister, and our family friend, and my mom and me. And my mom prepared a plate of food for me because she knew that I only had a limited time to be there before needing to head back. And everyone was arriving at different points of time, or, well, actually just my youngest sister and her boyfriend were arriving a bit late. And I was hungry and I wanted to eat. Luckily, though, I was able just in time to prepare the oven and put the biscuits in that I prepared in the morning. Now, everyone had their Easter dinner dish ready, which included lamb, a special kind of rice that I'm forgetting what kind it was, but it was very well seasoned. It was sort of like a yellow tint color, but it was really good. My mom made it. Sweet potatoes and the what's the green Brussels sprouts? Yeah. I was able to try everything except, yeah, actually, never mind. I did try everything, and it was very good. I wasn't able to eat with my family um and everyone else, but well, yeah. Why did I say everyone? They're all my family. Yeah, but yeah. Wish I didn't need to be at work, so I could spend more time with them. But oh well. So I went back to work, and it was hectic. It was crazy. It was insane, just nonstop. When it's closing and you're the closer and you're the last one to leave, you have to do a lot of different tasks. And I gotta say, I was pretty disappointed in one of my coworkers who was my co-closer. I asked him to do a refill of the cleaners and the paper towels, and he did not do that. So that was disappointing, especially considering that I was putting so much work and effort into restocking the bags in each check stand, throwing out all the trash, um, bringing all the carts into the corral at the end of the night, as well as 16 carts in the um, building, as well as the signs, which are really heavy, by the way. Yeah, closing all the produce blinds. One of my managers was there, and he was wondering why it seemed like I was moving so fast and yet not doing enough at all. And I don't know, I felt like I was doing quite a lot. Like I was making sure all the trash was thrown out. I was just trying to push myself really hard, and even then, like, there was a bunch of go backs that I did do a lot of go backs, but there was one big go back I didn't do, which was a juice bottle, a big one, like a gallon sized one. There's like a red one. I forget the flavor exactly, but my boss pointed that out and said you didn't take that one. But it was like 11:30, and I felt like I did everything I needed to do. And I mean, I missed one. Oops, but I mean, can you blame me? I wanted to go home. But, I still had a good positive attitude, and I said it won't happen again. So, there you go. Yeah, when I got home, my mom was watching a bunch of weird AI generated cat videos of like cats making pizza and cats exercising and cats singing in like child voices. It was very interesting and weird. Then the Y-Files dropped a new video. Y-Files is a YouTube channel that talks about paranormal phenomena, but this new Y-Files was called Y-Files Stripped, which basically means that, like, normally in the videos there's like, interspersed footage or like, pictures to help communicate the story. And then there's like scenes of like the host, whose name is AJ, talking back and forth with his fish character. But none of that was in this episode. It was a very bare bones episode, which I gotta be honest, I mean, I don't really subscribe to, like, for. I mean, I go to Y-Files so I can watch, like, a really well put together little entertaining conspiracy video, not something that just bangs out, like, the story, like, here's the next one, here's the next one. I want it to be communicated in a visually engaging and interesting way that, like, captures my interest. And that's not what this one did, and it was pretty disappointing. As I was watching it with my mom and our family friend, they both agreed that it felt very basic compared to his other videos. I mean, it makes sense, it's called Strip, but I don't know, I feel like he should quit that format. just stick to his bigger videos. Sure, we have to wait longer periods for them, but if it means we get higher quality videos, then I'd say the wait is worth it. While we were watching it, I was eating popcorn, microwaved butter popcorn, Act 2. I gotta say, I think I'm grown out of that, because it hurt my stomach and it didn't really taste that good. And I don't know, I thought it was kind of disappointing. I did have a zero sugar A&W root beer though, and that was actually really good. While watching it, I got ready because I thought we were going to be dazzled by visuals, and we didn't get any interesting visuals, so it was kind of a meh video. Afterwards, I was browsing different YouTube videos until I found one that was an adaptation of this internet personality who goes by the name Christian Weston Chandler, and someone made an animated adaptation of this guy's comic he made back in the early 2000s, and it was pretty gosh dang accurate to what he portrayed in his comic, and to a, dare I say, lovingly degree. But if you know Christian Weston Chandler, you know, like, he's a very questionable individual, to put it mildly. And you'll know if you research them. But yeah. But anyways, after that, I decided I was really tired, so I took my vitamins, and then I played an old YouTube channel that I used to listen to when I was younger, called the Poop Case Cinema, which is basically like this Scottish or Irish, I think it might be Scottish guy, who tears apart old, like, dated movies from, like, the 80s, 70s, and 90s. It gave me a few chuckles here and there. Or just generally any kind of movie from any decade that's bad. And then I recorded this video, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for listening. We're going to make tomorrow a great day, because tomorrow's the day off, and we're going to do a lot. That's the plan. Okay, bye everybody.